extra port. So I'll take extra port. So I will take extra port here where the port is necessary. So this will also different. Yes.
বেটার হয় স্যার।
হ্যাঁ
স্যার ফুল স্ক্রিন শেয়ার করলে বেটার হয় স্যার, অন্যান্য উইন্ডো দেখা যাচ্ছে না।
পোর্ট নিতে পারেন না, না ভুলে গেছেন?
জি স্যার, পারি স্যার।
ওকে। So so here I'll connect something that is FH0. So this FH01 00, then this one Ethernet FH00. So this one has okay FH00. So these are the thing out there. Okay. So I have one more port here. So I have added port. So device. So I'll take 3Gs 2960 48 port 3Gs. So I'll take partial channel 210 port to switch this one and one PC. So one PC. So 0 to 0. Okay. Now these are the thing. So I need another piece out there. So I need that. So all port are locked for the router 2. So I need to add port out there. So I will off it. Then I'll take this port out here and again make it on. So the port is right now okay. So I will take one PC. Before that I will take one switch out here. So FH0 port. So this is particularly I'm talking to. So this is the yes. So basically I have how many networks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 networks out there. Okay. Now for 6 network, so you may choose any classical IP. Okay, that is your freedom. I will not define any particular IP. You may choose any classical IP for this version. Okay, and configure it accordingly. So what we'll do? Okay, what you will do? You'll configure each of the router and each of the network. So you will choose any classical IP. Choose. So this is up to you. Any class full IP, class full IP, and implement read RIP read version 1. Okay, and you may also try read version 2. So first go with read version 1. আমরা যেভাবে read version 2 করতাম ঠিক একইভাবে আপনি read version 1 লিখতে পারেন, ঠিক আছে? So for a router configuration, you can take the help from previous levels as well as the manual I have sent So do it. You have got some time. So you have to do it by 9 a.m. Okay.
whether your sibling is going to Yale. Like, there's a million different chips, and we've all got them. And the hardest thing to do when you've got a chip on your shoulder is to wait. Because you can't wait to be like, fucking told you, right? Like, everybody's living for that. Like, I love that. I live for that. But the best way to do that is to actually pull it off. And the best way to pull it off is to put it into a 10-year window, a 20-year window, and everybody's in a 10-month window. You know, everybody goes up to me and is like, I'm going to be a millionaire by 27. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm like, cool, mazel tov. You know, like wrong mentality and the youth right now because of the pedestal of entrepreneurship and the PR nature. You guys know this. Your fucking Instagram and Snapchat is basically you PRing yourself to the world. Like you're getting that perfect lighting, you're waiting for that perfect, you guys are even doing shit just for the fucking selfie. You're like, I really don't want to go out, but fuck it, I'll go there and get the, you know, like people are actually doing stuff now just for the selfie itself. So like we're painting this image and underneath in the reality, everybody's gonna lose. Everybody's gonna lose. And so like how do you build your brand? How do you build your app? That takes a lot of work. Like you've gotta love the work. The thing that really I got lucky with, and that's DNA, right? Like when I was born, like I didn't read a business book or go to a Gary Vee talk to get motivated at 6 years old to think it was fun instead of playing to stand behind a table and sell lemonade every single fucking day. You know, that's just DNA. And so I don't sit here easily and be like, do this, because it's not easy. Like you got your DNA, you got the things that come natural to you. But I will tell you why I'm successful, because I like the grind, because I feed off the journey, because I love the process, because I like the pain. I like the phone call that I had to have this morning about a tough situation. Shit's pressure. You know, you build a business, you're just managing people. It's a lot of stress, you know, and so, but I love that. And you gotta decide if you love that. Like if you're the person in your family that loves to have everybody's fucking problems on you and you try to navigate it, now I'm hearing something that makes me think, okay, you might be able to build a business. But if you're not, like then you may really wanna be the number 3 or the number 6. You may wanna catch that tiger by the tail of somebody that you see can eat shit 24/7, 365, and what you're good at is you're really fucking organized, you're really fucking creative, you're a really great salesperson. A lot of people getting confused with being a good salesman and woman with being a good entrepreneur. They're very different things. You've got to figure yourself out. The key is self-awareness, right? The key is self-awareness. I suck at most things. Really, I just suck shit at most things. But I know what I'm good at and I go all in. And all the people we admire, that's what they do too. They're not good at everything. They're good at something, and then they just go deep, right? And so I would highly recommend the other thing that I'd love for you to leave here with, besides patience, is start being honest with yourself. I know what you want to be. I want to be 6'5", the quarterback of the Jets, bang supermodels, and have $1 trillion. I get it. I understand people want to do things. I get it. I understand you want an island and $1 trillion, or raise a family, or start a cooking. I understand what you want, but it's much better to understand what you are and build around that and triple down on those skills. Like for example, for me, I really like people. And so I'm a very HR-driven CEO. You emailed and said, hey, I'm super pumped. You're going to be speaking at my school. I'm like, come with me. You know, like that's good. That's going to build our relationship. How long have you been a Vayner? I know that. Right, so like, we're not with me. I really like people. And so I'm a very HR-driven CEO. You emailed and said, hey, I'm super pumped. You're going to be speaking at my school. I'm like, come with me. You know, like that's good. That's going to build our relationship. How long have you been a Vayner? I know that. Right, so like we're now 5-6 months in. We could go 2 years without interacting if serendipity she doesn't take me up on my open door policy. But when she emails, she's like, that's really cool that you're going to be there. I'm like, come with me. Not because of anything else, but I want to build a relationship with my employees. So I know that I'm good at that. So that's why we're HR driven. That's why the chief heart officer is the most important person, not the CFO, not the CO, her and me. And like so that's just, you know, that's not what a lot of people think on the outside, especially if they watch my videos or when I'm competitive or when I'm on stage like this, when I'm most crass and aggressive. But that is who I am, and that's what I triple down on, right? And so you need to figure that out about yourself. One thing, I'll leave with this, and I really, really want to do Q&A. Number 18 at Instagram made a lot more money than number 1 of a billion different companies. Number 6 at Google, number 42 at Facebook, number 113 at, you know, Bain and McKinsey. They made a lot more money than number 1 of a billion other things. So please, 42 at Facebook, number 113 at, you know, Bain and McKinsey. They made a lot more money than number 1 of a billion other things. So please make sure, and I know the entrepreneurial club's here, and I'm not trying to suppress it. I'm trying to get people to get self-aware because that's where all the upside is, you know? And you could be a co-founder or a number 3.
everybody, thank you so much for being back to the two-week encore of the four-week MBA. My name is Sharan Srivatsa. I'm your host. I'm your friend. And today I'm going to talk to you about something that you may not expect in a four-week MBA, and that is this. It is how do you actually build a brand that people love, right? How do you build a brand that people love? And at the end of today, in just a few minutes, I'm going to give you an invitation to something that is totally free that you're going to love forever, which is going to be awesome. But let me tell you about this. So, a lot of times, you know, the one thing I learned from my dad, who was an amazing ad agency guy, was he told me something that was so amazing. He said, you have to fall in love with who you're serving, right? And I didn't really know what that meant. Like, I didn't really know what that meant from a brand perspective. I didn't really know how you actually construct that. And so I saw my father build a brand agency, build an ad agency with his bare hands, my mom and him. And I always wondered how they did that, as pure entrepreneurs, how they did that. And as I would talk to them. I was the only child. I would talk to them about a dinner every night as a young kid. And he said something one day which I want to share with you. He said something which he may not even have known that he had said. And here's what he said. And he said, Sharan, you have to figure out who you want to be a hero to. I'm going to say that again to you. You have to figure out who you want to be a hero to. Now, if you are doing something in return for a paycheck, that's totally okay. That's the time and place we all live in. We all got to make money. Like, I'm not going to tell you money doesn't buy happiness, etc. Money buys happiness just fine. It makes life more convenient. It's not the be all end all of everything, because I know a lot of people that have a lot of money that are not in a good place. But money makes life easier, and we all know that, right? And that's okay. But what I'm trying to tell you is, when you can figure out who you want to be a hero to, and when you can actually write that down, amazing things start to happen. And let me tell you what my dad did. My dad told me that he wanted to be a hero to small businesses that didn't know how to get their message out and that could serve the community really well. That's why he got in the advertising business. My dad got in the advertising business because he wanted to help small businesses get their message out to people so that they would know more, be more, and they could give more to them. That was who he wanted to be a hero to, right? Now, you may ask me, all right, so Sharan, that's cool, but like, do you eat your own dog food? Yeah, let me tell you, I think about this often. Let me tell you who I want to be a hero to. Now, the interesting part about this is, and I'll give you the answer, is A lot of people say, they wanna change the world. I love it when people say they want to make a dent in the universe. Like, I want to make a dent in the universe. I want to make a dent in the industry. Everybody that has told me that they want to make a dent in the universe, dent in the industry, etc., haven't done squat. Like, they just talk. It's a lot of talk. Think I want to make a dent. There is no dents. Like, the world doesn't need your dents. The world doesn't need saving. You're not Bill Gates, and the world doesn't need to be eradicated of malaria. The world doesn't need saving, right? We all think that we need to go and save the world, eradicate poverty, eradicate malaria, like save all the homeless people. Like, we all think we need to do that, but we're all not cut out to do that. Very few of us are cut out to do that, right? Very few of us are cut out to do that. Now, the question becomes, what saves the world? Like, what is the most amazing thing that can happen in this world? And let me tell you what I believe. I believe the world doesn't need saving, the world needs more entrepreneurs. I believe, and that's just me, I don't think everybody's wired to be that way. I just believe that the world doesn't need saving, the world just needs more entrepreneurs. That's all I believe. That's my belief. That may not be yours. That's what I believe. Now, that's why every time I wake up, every time I think, every time I have an idea, it is about how do I help entrepreneurs change the very facet of their business, change their lives with their families, change their own personal growth so that they can be amazing contributors to society. To me, I believe if I can create and help and support 10, 20, 30, 40, 100, 1,000 entrepreneurs. I'm not going to come up with a random number like 1 million entrepreneurs, but I believe that if I can do that, the world will be a better place. Now, the crazy part is this. I want to be a hero to entrepreneurs. I want to be a hero to people that believe that they can change the course of business through building and growing businesses. Like that is what I believe, right? Now, whether you agree with my belief or not is irrelevant, because I want to be a hero to entrepreneurs. That's why every time I wake up, I think about, hey, how can I build a 2-week MBA program that I can download what I've learned in the last 20 years and give it to people that can actually help with their entrepreneurship. I believe that, right? The question for you is this: regardless of who you are, regardless of what you do, you have to figure out this, and you have to write this down, and you have to figure out that who do you want to be a hero to? Because unless you figure out who you want to be a hero to, all you're doing is you're becoming a vehicle for a paycheck. You're like, oh, how can I sell someone a new insurance policy? Like, you're just looking for people that have a need. You want to fill that need, and you want to have an insurance policy. Or you're like, hey, who wants to buy or sell a house? I'm going to somehow buy and sell a house and get somebody a commission check. That's cool. I understand that. But after a while, that gets very boring. That gets very stressful, because you can't wake up, especially in times like these, and figure out who you want to be a hero to. And when you figure out who you want to be a hero to, right, then you start to figure out that everything becomes really easy. When you figure out who you want to be a hero to, content creation becomes very easy. When you figure out who you want to be a hero to, economic times when the things are tough become not easier, but become a much better vehicle for you. communicate better things. It's all about one thing. It is, who do you want to be a hero to? If you cannot answer the question who you want to be a hero to, it is very, very difficult to get on that path of service, because at the end of the day, if you can't figure out who you want to be a hero to, your head is not going to hit the pillow at night satisfied, completed, and your cup runneth over. It just will never happen. Now, I'm not telling you that it's going to have to happen tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you it's going to happen right now, but I'm going to say you're going to have to start to think about who do you want to be a hero to. If you have no clue who you want to be a hero to, go check your bank account. There's a good chance that there is a good correlation between the ambiguity between that and who you want to be a hero to. If you want to be, like, there is a reason why great people, like, think about the greatest people that you know. Think about Gary Vaynerchuk. He believes that, everybody can achieve the dreams that they want if they have self-awareness. Why? Because he wants to be a hero to that person. Think about the Tony Robbins of the world. He believes what? He believes that personal growth is at the center of everything, and he wants to get everybody focused on their personal growth so that they can win. He wants to be a hero to them, right? That is the way. Think about Mother Teresa. She wanted to be a hero to those people that could not help themselves in the streets of Calcutta, right? She wanted to be a hero to them. Unless you can find a way to be a hero to somebody, you can't wake up with the purpose that you're driven to be. Your brand is built around who you want to be a hero to. Your content is centered around who you want to be a hero to. The funny part is this: it doesn't have to be fancy. You can say, hey, I want to be a hero to all these entrepreneurs who I need to protect their lifestyles from all the stuff that they had. Therefore, I'm going to sell insurance products. You can say that. Hey, I want to be a hero to making sure that every single client that I serve has a home of their dreams. That's okay, because then at least you start talking about, about their result. When you are a hero to somebody, you start talking about their result. You don't start talking about your paycheck. You start talking about their result. When you can get somebody a result, that becomes your brand. The question is, who do you want to be a hero to? My question would be, hey, if you can direct message me who you want to be a hero to, you're well on your way to creating insane amount of success in this world. Just direct message me today and say, who do you want to be a hero to? And you should start writing. Just start writing. And the funny part is, no one will do the work, and that's what bothers me so much. Just start writing. Write 3 avatars of people that you want to be a hero to, and you will figure it out. You will never have a problem content creating anymore. You will never have a problem being a good advisor anymore. You will never, ever have a problem creating any wealth in your life ever again, because you will figure out who you want to be a hero to and how you get to serve them, and that is what creates the paycheck for you every single day. So my challenge to you is this. Just like my dad said that he wanted to be a hero to small businesses who couldn't really know how to get their message out. Just like I am telling you that I want to be a hero to entrepreneurs because I believe that entrepreneurs change the world and the world doesn't need saving. Or maybe Mother Teresa believes that she wants to save those sick people on the streets of Calcutta. Or who do you want to be a hero to? All right. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being on with me. Listen, I want to give you guys a quick inside peek into something. Go to me and my friend Dean Aguilar are going to do a very private launch of a brand summit. We're going to get 8 of these expert speakers to teach 8 specific platform related stuff. 1 for LinkedIn, 1 for Instagram, 1 for TikTok, 1 for YouTube, and you can sign up for free for now. So I've not announced it anywhere. So if I were you, I would go there right now, brandsummit2020.com, brandsummit2020.com if you would like, brandsummit2020.com. Go just sign up, register for free right now. That way you'll get access to all the replays. We have a bunch of bonuses already built in there for you. Again, brandsummit2020.com. No one knows about it yet. We're not sharing this until next week. I wanted you guys to get first access. access to it, go to brandsummit2020.com. Sign up right now. Registration totally free. Take you 10 seconds, and then you'll get all the bonuses right away because it's my way of saying thank you for being on the call today, and I'll support you anyway. Again, brandsummit2020.com. Go ahead and get everything that we are doing. You'll see all the speakers. It's going to be amazing. You're welcome to share it if you'd like. brandsummit2020.com. I appreciate you guys. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.
So the next part, so we'll go through cable and current source. So are you there? Okay.
Sir, tasker.
Caller? Yes. So different type of devices. So we'll go through different type of devices. So far we are used in packet tracer. So then Ethernet cable. So in wireless, so there is no cable. So in wired communication we have cabling. So particularly this cabling is actually straight cable and crossover cable. Okay. Then we have fiber optic cable that is for the one purpose. Next, that is not for the connection to the end user naturally. So then terminal emulation software to handle the remote. Now you want to configure the remote. That you need some terminal emulation software. What are they will go through them and the remote access as well. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So this is the 2960 series Cisco series. We have been using actually this series of switches throughout our packet tracer simulation, but how it looks like. Yes, there is nothing in front of these switches. There is some LEDs in front of switches. This is the backside of 48 pins out there. So one in and 48 pin for output port. So one will be backbone for this part. Suppose in your lab there is 30 or 40 pieces. Okay, you will find one input and 40 output from these switches. Okay, so this is very smart switch. Okay, dynamically handles the traffic as well. So it can avoid the pollution. Okay, it has some mechanism to avoid the pollution. So this is the typical Cisco switches, 48 port. Okay. So CLI access point. So command line access point. Where can you actually find the command line access point? That is very important. So from here you can see two terms. They are very important. So that is one is telnet and another is secure shell. So where they are used, why they are very important, we will actually go through them in upcoming slide. So you can find actually if you have the desktop or laptop, you can have the console mode, go through the CLI mode after connecting to switch or routers or to USB cable or RJ45 cable. Okay. So this way actually you can connect to your devices. So when I was working in my, I have some experience. So this is actually in BTS, base transceiver expression configuration. So a laptop and cable has been assigned to me to actually configure the BTS. Okay, do you smart smart devices like computer, more than a PC. So that handles actually the uh, that handles your mobile cellular communication. So inside the tower, okay, you can find rooftop tower, and in the tower, at the base of the tower, you will find some room that is air conditioned. So inside that room there is BTSs that actually handles all of the traffic for particular cell. It can serve thousands of users. So if it becomes too hot, okay, then the air conditioning is required to maintain the temperature out there. So that was I was working as a commission engineer for BTS, and I have a laptop and particular software to test if there any problem in the particular BTS or not. Then we have to figure it out and report it to the superior. That okay, this BTS has this particular problem, and it needs to replace this type of things out there. Okay, so you can guess that the similar console mode you will find in every BTS, every computer network component. You will find inside the router, the console mode, inside the switches. You will find the console mode for the CLI access point, CLI access point. So the thing is, so you can actually map the hardware so quickly using this console and CLI access option. Okay, আমরা সিএলআই মোডে যে রাউটার কনফিগার করছি না, এটা একটা কাজ, ঠিক আছে। এছাড়াও অনেক কাজ থাকে, রাউটার রিসেট করা, অনেক কিছু। সো বেসিক্যালি এগুলোর জন্য ডেজিগনেটেড কিছু কেবল থাকে, ওগুলো আমরা দেখি। So RJ45 is very important because in our desktop and laptop this is usually found. So the broadband connection with wired cable, you will find RJ45 connection. So it looks like this is serial. No. So this is RJ45, how it looks like. Okay. So you have network interface card. This is we call LAN card, usually built in the laptop or desktop. You just have to plug the cable, Cat6 or 5 cable throughout the connector. So the connector used in the Cat5 or 6 cable, that is RJ45 one-time connector. So how they should be connected? There is 8 wires inside the cable, Cat5 or 6. So you have to choose whether this is straight cable or crossover cable. So depending on the situation, you have to configure the cable accordingly, depending on whether you will choose crossover cable or you will choose straight through cable. So we'll go there shortly. So before going to this one, so you see this is actually B9 connector. So male female is there. We have seen this one before in printer. In our ages, the printer used to have this type of cable. In monitors, you may find this type of cable separate. Okay, the number of pin could vary. Okay. So USB and RJ45 console. So you see a typical switches out there. So you will find USB console. So then you will find USB, and you will find RJ45 console. They are used to find common. So they are the things you will find in any router or switches. So they might be used for the CLI, command line interface configuration, or you may choose actually USB as well. Okay. So this is for the input connection to the network. So when you are designing a network, so you will particularly choose RJ45 console for actually connecting all of the switches. Okay. The RJ45 can have the crossover configuration or straight through configuration. Okay. So before going to that one, so we'll go to Telnet and secure shell. how they actually work. Okay. So the emulation software that is used today. So basically, they are the software that actually provide you telnet and sequential. Now there is some difference between telnet and sequential. They actually the protocol they use for remote access. Okay, remotely you want to configure some PCs or some clients, then you need to have you need to use either of one um, protocols out there. Okay. Now, what are the difference between telnet and sequential? You see this emulation software, whether they are Sequence, CRT, Qt, or Terrateam Pro, or Windows Telnet, that is built in Telnet only. So Windows has built-in Telnet only. This protocol, but sequential is not built in out there, so you need to use third-party software to access this one. So sequential could be a good choice, or you may have the latest one as well. Okay, they are the terminal emulation software. So they basically provide telnet and sequential. Okay, so Windows only provides telnet only. Okay. So the thing is, now what is the difference between telnet and sequential? How you will find out where to use telnet or where to use sequential? Okay. Suppose you are server, now you are web administrator. Okay, there is hundreds of PC under your command. Okay, hundreds of PC. Now you cannot go out there and configure each and every. So some PCs could be in suppose your server in suppose Agargaon, and your one client is Dhanmontri, another one is Newport, and another one is suppose mostly using. So that some protocols to actually minimally handle their configure server side. Okay, so that's why actually the telnet and SSH comes into play. Is this okay? Have you understood the concept of using telnet and sequential?
Yes, sir. Sir.
So when is Black Friday? Do you know any idea about Black Friday?
No, sir.
So somebody is saying December or
স্যার অলরেডি স্টার্ট হয়ে গেছে তো
already
Sir,
started. So
November 27th, sir.
November. So how to access how to take benefit from the Black Friday from Bangladesh?
স্যার ইফ ইউ ওয়ান্ট টু অর্ডার লাইক হচ্ছে অনলাইনে দেখা যাচ্ছে অ্যাবাউট 70%-এর মতো সেল দিচ্ছে অন অল আইটেমস
So if it is suppose 75% discount in USA, I will get exactly the 75
ইয়েস স্যার আমি হচ্ছে ডোমেন হোস্টিং কিনেছি সো লাইক হিউজ সেলেই পাওয়া গিয়েছে
discount from Bangladesh. If it, can you tell me? Let me see here.
ইয়েস স্যার লাইক ফর এক্সাম্পল হোয়াট ডু ওয়ান্ট টু বাই
Okay. So I am not interested right now in Black Friday. So let's move on. So we can access actually Black Friday from Bangladesh. That is a good thing. We have to pay additionally. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, we have to pay additional fee for shipping on like this.
নো স্যার লাইক ফর এক্সাম্পল ওইখানে আছে যে $60 উপরে কিছু অর্ডার করলে ফ্রি শিপিং ইন্টারন্যাশনালি
Okay, $60 you have to. So will we use any third party
না স্যার, ওরাই ওরাই পাঠিয়ে দিবেন, পোস্ট অফিস থেকে একেবারে ডিরেক্ট বাসায় দিয়ে যায়।
Directly actually what are their main website? Yes,
ইয়েস স্যার,
it's
ইয়েস স্যার,
Amazon or something. I can directly access it.
ইয়েস স্যার। অ্যান্ড ক্রেডিট কার্ড বা হচ্ছে পেপাল দিয়ে পেমেন্ট করলে ওরা ডিরেক্টলি হচ্ছে বাংলাদেশ পোস্ট অফিস দিয়ে একবার বাসায় দিয়ে যায়।
You need to have a valid credit card. Yes.
স্যার ওইটাও লাগে না, লাইক আবার অনেকে বাংলাদেশে থার্ড পার্টিও পেপাল সার্ভিস অফার করে, বিকাশে পে করে দিলে ওরা পেপাল দিয়ে হচ্ছে পে করে দেয়, সো ওইটা ওর অপশন আছে।
So, so Rafi has a good knowledge of these tools. Okay, good. So, this is the thing. So let's proceed again. Okay. So now, why to use actually the fundamental concept is why to use really this situation and why to use fail. So, what is failure? Okay. So Telnet is a network protocol that allows users to communicate with remote device. So we are actually accessing the remote device. The virtual terminal protocol, it is a virtual terminal protocol, not as we are using software, some sort of software. So mostly by network administration. You see the network can use remotely to access manage devices. So administrator can access the device by telnetting to IP address or hostname of the remote device. Now, how they do it? So there is a protocol. They use the TCP port 23 by default. Okay, and so each and every PC is from the client side. So they has the software keys, some simulation software or the default Windows software Telnet out there. So Telnet is has some drawback, which is secure shell has some advantages of that. So যেটা হয়, so what happens যখন আপনার actually in PC গুলো আপনি কনফিগার করবেন, আইদার আপনি ইমুলেশন সফটওয়্যার দিয়ে দিবেন, তো আর বাই ডিফল্ট টেলনেট থাকে, ঠিক আছে। তো এটা যে নেটওয়ার্ক অ্যাডমিনিস্ট্রেশন উনি ম্যানেজ করে, সো দ্যাট the administrator can manage it remotely. So it uses the TCP port 23 by default. Okay, unless you change it. So what are the disadvantages? So one of the all data including username and password and then clear text. This is a potential security risk. So we cannot actually compromise with security. Security is a great concern in today's telecommunication or computer network. Yes. So we cannot compromise. So if you want to use the telnet one, the default one has set the problem no encryption or decryption out there. Okay. So I have a couple of MSC pieces group here in ANZ. So there's something to do with this one. Suppose they have Alice and box situation and some EDs out there. So you can think of this one in analytically, because so A is suppose server and B is client and E is stopper here. He or she want to interact the panel what is sending communicating to A and B. If it is telnet, then it is easily achievable